Hello everyone and welcome back to Eternal Darkness in the chapter called Heresy. Last time we were accused of heresy most foul and were held by a custodian in this forsaken cathedral. He gave us a key to the old tower and tasked us with finding evidence that the bishop is a heretic himself. We visited the old tower and it's infested with bone thieves and monsters. So it's time to go downstairs in the basement, see if there's something we can use against them, against the beasts. Anything here? The personal effects of a priest are scattered across the shelves. Rosary beads, a crucifix, and a variety of other small holy items. This looks interesting. It glows in the dark. The desk bears a leather-bound book. The Book of Reliquaries. This is the forgeries of the reliquaries, dating back to the late 13th century, exquisitely illuminated and bound with hard leather. It reads, "Doubtless, many obscure orders requiring more income than can be garnered from the teeth resorted to forging ancient relics to bring people from outside their region to their diocese, and thus become more lucrative. While it could be said that a false hope is still hope, relics such as Cuthbert's jawbone, the hand of Jude, and the infamous thigh-bone flute of Connaught, while being forgeries, deceive the righteous unjustly. Their existence as true relics is the utmost heresy." Quite a coincidence that Paul himself wished to bear witness to the hand of Jude. Look at these paintings adorning the walls. I wouldn't be able to sleep with a painting with faces like these over my head. Let's see what Paul has to say about the bed. This Spartan bed shows how the Order treats its visitors. There is no sign of the Order's own quarters, and this chills Paul to the bone. The only man that doesn't need a bed is a dead one. Indeed, Paul. I guess that answers your own doubts about what is wrong with this Order, or rather with this cathedral itself. Let's see what's further down the corridor. What's this? The bellows mechanism supplies the organ upstairs with air. It requires an expert hand and attention to keep in working order, but I'd say it looks in perfectly good condition. It seems to be taken care of quite attentively. So if we need to play the pipe organ upstairs, we won't have any problems. What's this, though? Near the organ, a steel mace is mounted on the back wall by means of a display armature. Excellent. So now we stand a chance against the bone thieves upstairs in the old tower. Let's go. Time's a-wasting. As you might have noticed, chapters are now much longer than they were in the early stages of the game. Longer and more elaborate as well. What used to be an entire chapter's area is now a small part of a grander church complex. Don't you dare raise your hands on me, blasted demon. Come on, Paul. Bash its head in. There we go. Smash it. Kill it. Excellent. I wonder, is this still here? Oh dear, is Anthony still alive? Dear God. Almost a millennium after his apparent demise, Anthony was left here to rot for eternity. He still clutches the double-edged sword he was gifted by a monk, and still seems to his mind is dear God, man. His mind is still stuck with Charlemagne. Time to put him out of his eternal misery. Paul has found a ruby and acquired a two-edged sword. Now this is more like it. Farewell, Anthony. You will be missed. Now, let's see what else is in here. If there is indeed anything in here. No, nothing. This looks like this.
Is it really happening?
Oh. Oh, Paul. What? What the? What's going... Huh. Well, Paul, this is just the beginning of your ordeals. It's too early for you to start screaming. It looks like this place was abandoned indeed. The coffin is still here even after all those years. Nobody ever bothered to remove it. A scroll of aged paper sits on the dusty altar top. It seems to have been discarded. Excellent. I have now discovered the shield spell. This is one of the most useful spells we can have in our possession. A tattered scroll lined with curious writing and diagrams. It reads, "From all manner of magic will you be protected when encased in these gears. The alignments can help but never hinder, for within well-conjured magic comes greater protection." Now, we can assign this with the Mantorok rune, but doing so would mean that it protects us from any type of attack. Even a sanity attack, which means that each time we lose sanity, the shield dissipates, which is not something we want to use. We're going to use Zelotath's rune for our shield, for Ulioth is our main nemesis. And as you can see, 3 glowing orbs with the magic of Zelotath surround us now, protecting us from danger. Before we go upstairs, though, we should enchant our double-edged sword. And go chop up that blasted bone thief upstairs. Come here, you. There we go, Paul. Chop it up. Alright, now. We didn't check the ruby. A deep crimson ruby cut with intimate care and workmanship. Light is trapped within its recursive facets, making it appear to glow from within. Alright, now, let's take a look around. What could we find possibly in this copying chamber? A sheet of music lies upon the bookshelf. One wonders what it sounds like. I see something glowing, but first, a bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly onto a set of shelves. Mostly books of a religious nature, awaiting scholars such as Paul to peruse their contents. Too bad we have no time to do that, eh, Paul? What's this? Lying on an abandoned easel is a sheet of tattered paper covered with scrolls of ink. A diary page. Page number 2. I suppose it is understandable that they will not show me the hand of Jude on such little notice, but I must confess that the preparations they make are most unusual. No acts of consecration, no daily prayer or worship are demonstrated by this strange order. One wonders if they are holy at all, let alone being under the auspices of the Grand Inquisition. Perhaps it is my naivete of our faith. There are many practices associated with it, and they differ greatly from region to region. Perhaps Samien's is merely more eccentric than others. Or perhaps they're just heretics, man. Anything else? Yes. As well, the same as those drawers over there. Yep. Looks like nothing more to see here. We did get our hands on a sheet of paper, though. We could try and... sheet of music, rather, sorry. We could try and play it, see what we can... Huh. Looks like I'm starting to go insane myself. We could try playing the music. See what happens. By means of bellows and pump, the pipe organ is able to play deeply moving music. It has the power to inspire faith and to influence hearts beyond the control of the mind. Yes, Paul, let's play the organ. As you can see, we can play with the face buttons on the controller. Ah, it's time to taint our soul further, it seems, Paul. What are you looking at? Hopefully not an enemy. No. The tabernacle is almost empty. There are none of the things that should be there, such as holy water and other ritualistic items. Only a circle of power lying on the lower shelf. Excellent, so now we have acquired a 5-point circle of power. Each of the 3-point spells can be powered up by using the power rune, which we do not have at the moment. Perhaps later? We didn't see what's on the other side of this hallway, though. This is something we should have done earlier. Let's see. Huh. Another storage room, perhaps, whatever it is. Dear God, the woodcut shows an act of blasphemy. A host of demons prey upon humans like they were playthings, disemboweled by mocking demons, eaten or tortured by other carnal, deviant arts. For the love of God, man. A heavy wooden chest sits against the room's wall. It appears to be old and worn. Yes, let's open it, see what's inside. A crossbow lies within the open chest. Now this is quite useful indeed. My God, a woodcut depicting the effects of a plague. The spirit of death incarnate casts final judgment over a wealth of victims. Yep, definitely what you'd expect to see in a holy place. The rack carries robes and cloaks for ceremonial use. As Paul draws the robes back, something tumbled from inside. The podium key. Well, let's go and open it, see what it hides inside. A diary page lies inside the open drawer. Let's take it, Paul. Probably the first page. I should have done this earlier. The Diary of Brother Andrew, page 1. I have finally arrived at Amiens, and my pilgrimage to see the hand of Jude draws to a close. I cannot wait to lay eyes upon the sacred relic. My journey here has been arduous, and it shall be good to relax for a while in this peaceful village. Amiens is full of good people, strong in their faith and their role in our world. If the blight of witchcraft is present in this world, then I doubt it is in Amiens. Oh, Brother Andrew. Ah, the folly of naivete. Alright, there was somewhere we should have checked earlier as well. I'm not being very, how to say, very efficient, am I? Let's enchant our items before entering this room here. I don't hear any more of them. But there are here. They are here, rather. Alright, Paul seems to have loosened up a bit. So, no, not check equip it, Paul. Alright. A wine cask used for maturing wine. The wine inside this one must be very strong, for it seeps through the cask, filling the air with a heady aroma. However, there is one cask which is not like the others. It seems like I don't remember which one it is. Jesus Christ. Is this it? Nope. There we go. Knocking on this cask results in a hollow thud. It is empty. But why, when all the others are full of maturing wine? Yeah, let's turn the barrel spigot. What's the worst that could happen? Aha! Well, there we go. A Chaturga horror. You see, if you have the wrong alignment in your shield, just by an enemy looking at you... Ow! An enemy just looking at you will cause the shield rather to dissipate. Dear God. No, 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 get out of here, get out of here. Alright, 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 alright. I think we should have prepared better for that. Alright, just reload your crossbow, my friend. Let's try this again. Ouch. Oh, no. Should have used the other. Now, Paul does not have the required magical energy to cast this spell. Well done, you idiot. I'm gonna be running around a little bit here. So this to recover my magical energy. There we go. So, casting a shield with a Mandarok rune will cause you to will cause the shield to dissipate every time an enemy tries to drain your sanity, because as I said in a few videos earlier, Mandarok is a master of chaos, dominant over all ancients, and also underneath all of them, but rather influenced by all of them. So it's not recommended to use a shield, the shield spell cast with the Mandarok's rune. Alright, now let's try this again. Let's cast a shield. And arm ourselves with a two-handed sword. Let's enchant it as well. I think we should be fine now. I think. There we go. This was so simple. So simple. It stood no chance. As you can see, the shield is a most useful spell. And now we got a sapphire. There is a massive granite vault, carved with hideous bas-reliefs. Scratch marks running along the floor make it appear that the crypt has been moved many times. I wonder what all that is about. Let's see what else is here. Hidden in the alcoves of this mausoleum lie the remains of departed monks. Some have turned to dust, others have grotesquely withered, leaving husks of bone and leathery skin. This pedestal has 3 small indentations adorning its top, arranged in a circular formation. Each socket appears to be waiting for something. Something like a precious gemstone, perhaps? This sapphire glows with a bright luminance resulting from its stunning cut. Light is kept within its surfaces, giving it an almost ethereal hue. And there we go. The way to the bowels of this accursed cathedral opens, but that is somewhere we will be visiting next time. Till then, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and take care.